So we can try the same type of thing for this one, but if we're going to use the double angle identity for sine, we need to know what sine of x is. So let's draw this triangle in the third quadrant, because cosine, sine, that's all talking about right angle trigonometry. So we need to draw a right triangle. Cosine is the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. So the adjacent could be -3 square roots of 10, and the hypotenuse could be 10. And this is negative because we're in the negative direction on the x-axis. Right? So we could use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And so if we simplify, this is 9 times 10 plus b squared equals 100. So subtract that 90 from both sides. So b is going to be the square root of 10. This is the square root of 10. And look, since it's the third quadrant, that's important for this question. It wasn't for the last one. That's a negative down here. So sine is the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. So sine of theta, not sine of 2 theta. Sine of theta is the opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, now we're ready to plug everything in the formula, because sine of 2 theta, according to our double angle identities, is 2 sine theta cosine theta. So sine theta is negative square root of 10 over 10. And then cosine theta we just evaluated to be -3 square roots of 10 over 10. So simplifying, it's going to be positive because the negative times the negative makes a positive. The square root of 10 times square root of 10 makes 10. And then 10 times 10 makes 100 in the bottom. So 2 times 3 makes 6. 6 and that's 60 over 100, which is 6 over 10, which is 3 over 5. There we go. We're supposed to find what cosine 2 theta is. We can figure that out if we just know what cosine theta is, because then we could plug it into this formula over here. Or if we just know what sine... Oh, actually, yeah. Look, cosine 2 theta is 1 minus 2 times sine squared x, or 2 times sine squared theta. So cosine of 2 theta, that's 1 minus 2 times sine squared theta. Right? I just got that from this formula down here. And since we know what sine is, it's -24 over 25. We just have to plug that in for sine. It's got to be squared. But if we simplify, let's see, 24 times 24 makes 576. And then 25 times 25 makes 625. And then we can multiply by 2. So that's multiplying by 2 to the denominator, to the numerator, I should say. 1152. And then we can get common denominators. 1 is 625 over 625. Now we can subtract. So we get 625 minus 1152. That makes -527. Okay, then we should be done. So let's try -527 divided by 625, I think it was, right?